just talked to you after the last open week. And
Yeah.
what does this open week do for you being so close to the last one?
Yeah, kind of same thing. Just making sure my body's as best as it can. At this point in the season, making sure all the guys are getting right off the field and even in the classroom. So yes, sir.
Do you like having two of these so close together? It feels like you just had one, or do you just want to get out and play?
Yeah, I mean, I always want to play some football, but bye week's always nice to make sure your body's good. And like I said before, just making sure that your body feels the way that you want, so you can go out and perform the way you want to.
What's the last 4 games been like playing with the same rotation?
Yeah, it's been awesome. We got Lath and then Tomas, vet guy, next to me. The communications, just building the chemistry, and it's paying dividends when we're out there, and defense gives different looks.
You guys haven't rotated anyone in the start of play every snap. Do you hope here in the last 3 weeks you guys can get a rotation in there, get some guys to give some guys some rest here?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you always want the guys behind you to get reps as well. You're always fighting out there on the field, but if the next guy comes in, it's always good for him. Get some good film, get out there and just do the best that he can do.
A couple of weeks ago, you guys ran for 350 against Cal. As an O-line, how much of a badge of honor is that? And how much would you prefer running the ball like that than throwing the ball in a game? Is that just the mindset of a line?
Yeah. We love running the ball here on the O-line. We take pride in that. And the backs do a great job, doing their thing. So, we just lay the foundation and they go work. But yeah, it's definitely, we love running the ball for sure.
Would you prefer, just getting downhill and running it, would you prefer that over pass blocking? Is that a mindset?
Whatever coach calls, man. I just do it the best of my ability. Yes, sir.
When you go back to the fact the continuity up front, the fact that you guys are the only ACC team to rush for 150 yards against Louisville, does that show that you guys are, the fact that you all are on the same wavelength is helping with that?
Yeah. That's huge that we're all on the same page. And then we're just trusting Coach Moore. He does a great job, every week of, kind of getting us schemed up for the defense that we're going against. And then it's just about us going out there and executing. Coach Moore is a big part in that for sure.
What sold you coming to Blacksburg besides just Coach Moore?
When I visited here, that was my first time, experiencing it. Other than, I think I came here, it was like the Notre Dame game was like my sophomore year, maybe like 2021. The culture here is great. You go to a game and you love it. You want to come back. And then the staff here, when I had visited, was great. And I bought into them. Strength program, and just all around Blacksburg is beautiful.
You all didn't allow a sack on Saturday. How have you guys grown as a pass blocking unit throughout this season?
Yeah, just little things like twists, doing our assignment. Those are paying dividends when it comes to keeping the quarterback clean, and we're just out there working our butts off.
Tomas has played every position but yours
Yeah.
this season. How tough is that?
Yeah, it's tough. It's crazy though. You go into a week and you kind of scheme it up. You're thinking of your position. You got to visualize it. And if you get moved to a different position, it kind of like just flips your brain a little bit. I've never been in that position, but for him to be able to do that is incredible.
See Tomas make the PFF National Team of the Week at right tackle after kind of getting himself set there. For an offensive line, is that like more of a team honor?
I'm sorry.
Is that more of a team honor when Tomas gets recognized like that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's, seeing him do well is awesome. We obviously want to be as good as he is. When we do that, we try and get there every week. But yeah, I think all around it's a group work, but definitely for him, that's a huge honor.
Looking at Florida State, what have you noticed out of their defense?
Yeah, interiorly they got some big guys. They've kind of run a defense that we've seen a little before, but this week we're just going to do the best that we can with film, trust what Coach Moore's teaching us, and yeah.
Is that 3-3-5 that they run, or what have you noticed out there?
They run a couple different fronts. They'll run like a little Hokie front, a little 4 down. They got a couple blitzes that they show. So yes, sir.
How much are you going to watch Saturday's game against Clemson to kind of get an idea of what they're doing?
Yeah, I'll definitely tune in for sure.
What are the biggest areas of improvement you feel like are needed going into the final stretch of the season?
Just little things, my fundamentals, keep learning the game the best that I can. That'll help, just looking at a defense, like you can kind of get tells of how you can put yourself in a better position than if you didn't know. So yeah, just the little things, fundamentals, making sure those are sharp.
And then what do you feel like you've improved in most since the start of the season?
I think fundamentals for sure. Each week I'm just trying to make sure my hands tight, my feet are running, making sure I'm having solid communication out there. All those little things are huge, and I think I've been improving pretty well.